What's going on, everybody? We're back on Sunday for some more Zero Gravity Gaming in the IBS division. Today, we got the IBS quarterfinals as Monkeys in Training takes on the Gauntlet winners, Super Best Friends Club. I'm Rychins, joined by Michael. Michael, are you ready for this set today?
I'm ready. Should be exciting. Obviously, we were following Super Best Friends Club last week, and we saw them make their way through the gauntlet, with which some people came out a little bit surprised, coming as the 9th seed. But now we're seeing them up against MIT, and it should be an interesting set of games. I want to see how well MIT can actually perform to their expectations, and how well Super Best Friend Clubs can keep up their run.
Yeah, and we saw a lot from Super Best Friends Club, primarily Num Nums in the top lane being a rock for this team, and then also, Blue very well in the jungle, likes to play those carry style junglers like the Diana. So definitely something to look out for there. As the 3 bans coming out for both of these teams, Hecarim, Yon, and Lux taken away by Super Best Friends Club, and Misfortune, Vi, and Renata Glass taken away by MIT. Anything you're expecting for this blue one, Mike?
It's always a little bit hard to predict. I mean, we saw Jinx in the last week. I believe we saw it a lot first pick, but with this being MIT having the first pick, now we see a brand locked in. That's very surprising to me.
Wow. Okay. I don't know if I remember correctly, but I think I might have remembered Egyptian Bren's playing it, but I'm not sure. Not 100%. Either way, Bren is a strange first pick. What? I like this Volibear pick a little bit better from the club.
Yeah, I do like the Volibear. I think that champion's
Okay.
so strong. And then Alawi, we saw this piloted to success, I'd say.
Yeah, Num Num's being an absolute menace in the side lane with this Alawi pick, just pulling everyone up to that side lane to try and stop him. And definitely I like this pick a lot. And I think it's a pretty effective pick in this elo if you know how to play it correctly.
For sure, and I mean, if nothing else, it's just taking away so much pressure from the rest of your team and allows them to try to win an outnumbered fight. And now we see the Vayne locked in. I think that's a champion or an ADC that has not as bad of a time fighting Alawi. Has the mobility, has the hard CC, and has the true damage shred. So if it comes to it, Vayne will actually be a great assistance in killing the Alawi. But now we see a Kayn locked in.
Got the Vayne and the Kayn for MIT right now. They're rhyming it up, all that good stuff. I believe, yeah. So we did see some Maokai support in the gauntlet as well from Frown Power. It looks like we're probably gonna get that again. Now, it does seem pretty interesting to me as we're seeing the entire top half of the map picked up by the club. Sorry, not the entire top half, but top jungle and support picked up by the club. And then a little bit different for MIT, right? ADC, jungle, and then either mid or support. Still a flex pick. But with these second round bans coming,
And to talk about the flex pick of the brand potential, Super Best Friend Club thinking that it's not going to be piloted by Egyptian Brands, but rather it's going to be taken by Sign was taken in the bot lane.
Yeah, and I
think banning away the Victor.
I think it's not that good of a lane, the Victor and the Vayne. They kind of do different things. Where, Brand in the Vayne, because Brand's going to try and want to poke out. Vayne wants to wait, not fight too heavily early, and just try to scale up until you hit that 3-item breakpoint. Yasuo was the last ban for Super Best Friends Club. And MIT is just banning out some AD carries. We saw this Lethality Xayah played in the Gauntlet last week as well. So definitely have done their research a little bit, and Anivia is going to be the last pick. The last ban.
Yeah, definitely. Super Best Friend Club definitely fishing for some AP here, so I'm curious to how they're going to be picking that up. They could always take their ADC to match with or against the Vayne and then counter pick with mid. They should, but that doesn't always mean they will.
Yeah, maybe Sivir, Ashe. Yeah, okay. Ashe is another solid pick here. Yeah. I think there's a lot of pick potential with the Ashe and the Maokai especially. And looking at MIT's comp, who's going to tank the arrows? There's no one that can stand in the front line and tank the arrows yet. 3 squishy targets. And I think Kayn is going to get punished pretty hard by Volibear.
I think this game is actually pretty hard for the Kayn, because even if you go Bruiser, there's a lot of CC to keep you away.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll see.
A Mordekaiser.
See what ends up coming through. And I think I don't remember if we saw the Mordekaiser into Lowy. Maybe it was Shogath.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact matchup, but
Oh my gosh,
that's the
Action?
mid Akshan. Egyptian Brands looking at their BGG, they've played a good deal of that.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay.
that pick is
We're gonna get
exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna get the Action here, and I don't think we've seen this at all in
Mm,
IBS or in ZGG this year. At least in the
yeah,
IBS division. I have
and
not in
in
any
the
of our
caster
games.
games, I don't think we've seen it.
Yeah, definitely have not seen it. So that's a little bit interesting here. It's gonna be pretty fun to watch. I know that LeBlanc seems to be pretty good into Action, but we're gonna get a Malzahar instead. So just more pick potential for Super Best Friends Club with this Malzahar, with this Ash, with this Alawi. I mean, not really Alawi, but
With
I
the
mean with the
Maokai.
Maokai.
Yeah.
So, we kind of already can sort of see where Super Best Friends Club wants to go with this composition.
Yeah, I think Super Best Friends Club is a little bit disjointed, I might say. It feels the Malzahar. Actually, I don't see like how their team operates together, and I mean, I guess I don't see that much for MIT either.
You
Both these
know,
comps don't feel like they have a strong singular identity.
yeah, there's a lot going on here. The one thing I do want to mention, I know there's a very funny interaction with the Volibear ulti and the Mordekaiser ulti. You can actually buffer it, right? So he can't get put. So he shouldn't be getting put into the Death Realm if he knows that that interaction correctly, and that's gonna make it very, 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 very. It's gonna be very effective for Super Best Friends Club if Blue is able to play this situation correctly, because what Mordekaiser wants to do in a lot of these neutral objective fights is to just ult the jungler away, and it makes the smite very, very easy for your jungler. So
Yeah, and you were talking about the matchup of Mordekaiser into the Volibear, but I think similarly, it's very interesting. I'm very interested to see how the Alawi plays into the Mordekaiser, because similarly with the ult, it has that displacement immunity if you time it correctly, but if you don't time it correctly and you ult too soon, then you're left and it's an Alawi in the Mordekaiser ult with 0 tentacles. So it becomes very one-sided and very bad for the Alawi, but if you're able to time it correctly and you don't go into the Death Realm, you have all your tentacles, and you spawn all the ones from the ult, well, then you're going to have it a lot better over time. So I want to see how Num Num pilots this Alawi to success against the Mordekaiser.
yeah, absolutely. And then just looking at MIT's side, right? They want to have this Mordekaiser in the side lane looking for split push. And the Mordekaiser is going to be the one that has to match the Alawi. I don't think there's anyone else on MIT that actually can match the Alawi. So it's going to be big to see what Crothia can actually do in this early lane. And, they have to survive in this early lane. Otherwise, Alawi and Num Nums is just going to be able to run them over in the side lane as the game, progresses.
Yeah. Everyone also, I started up our vote in chat, so tell me who you got for this game 1, MIT on the blue side or Super Best Friends Club on the red.
Yep, and just going back to, I don't know what I was going to go back to actually, but but either way.
Going back to break.
Yeah. So we got the team compositions pulled up. Michael told you already, get those votes in, put your money where your mouth is. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be on to the Rift shortly for game number 1 of the IBS quarterfinals between MIT and Super Best Friends Club. And we are on to the rift of game one of the quarterfinals between MIT and Super Best Friends Club. On the red side, Super Best Friends Club with Num Nums on Alawi in the top lane, Blue on the Volley Bear in the jungle, Drown the Phantom on Malzahar in the mid lane, and Megalithon and Frown Power rounding out the bottom lane with the Ashe and the Malkin.
And for the side of MIT, we have Crow, Theo on the Mordekaiser in the top lane, me, 222000 on the Kayn in the jungle, Egyptian Brenz on the Akshan in the mid lane, and Prince Sticks and Sign was taken Vayne and Brand into the bottom lane.
Yeah, and these two teams have matched up before in week one.
So it's been a while.
This season. It's been a long time. But in that series, MIT took it in 2-0 fashion. So we'll have to see if history does end up repeating itself or if the club can pull it back with their momentum that they have coming off of a gauntlet sweep last week.
Gauntlet sweep 4-0 and with only having to play 2 games. So impressive stuff from them.
It is pretty impressive here. And
John the Phantom. Not really with that.
Yeah, both junglers starting on their blue buffs. So, and that should be known. I mean, with Crow coming to this lane pretty late, that should be known. So both of these teams, or the opposing junglers, started at, and should be able to plan accordingly here.
Something that I do want to point out real quick is, of course, with Kayn, we always have to pay attention to this, but bringing both the red smites.
Oh my god. You just solo kill mid? It's just solo kill mid.
Oh my gosh, that flash!
Brenz with the solo kill and the ignite taking down, burn the flash, get out of that tower, but will secure first kill of the game in favor of MIT. Now Num Nums and Pro Theo going after it in the top lane. The W passive is taken down. Where's that isolated Q coming from? One more is there as the tower shot helps out Num Nums for the time being.
Num Nums didn't level the E in the first 2 levels. I really was expecting that, but anyways.
Shoot, the clock comes back. Num Nums has to flash out of that Q from Mordekaiser. Otherwise, that would have been death for sure.
But Volley Bear's on the way. Oh my gosh, Num Nums.
Num Nums. Oh, but Crow.
Flash burn and Volley's here. No ward.
Yes, Blue's here. This should be good as the E connects. Hook comes back, and Crow should go down here as Num Nums gonna find the kill off of a nice gank there from Blue.
Just a little bit too greedy, and I mean, we saw this Alawi last week, and we do not want it getting fed again. That's just disgusting.
Yeah, it is pretty disgusting there. And the top crab's gonna go over to Blue. Should be just a trade of crabs here, as long as Blue doesn't just sprint down to that bottom crab. But crab's obviously a little less potent than were in previous years. So
yeah,
shouldn't be that big of a deal as me. Comes into this bottom lane, trying to find some action, and gonna find Drown the Phantom in the river.
The level 2 Malzahar trying to step up, take the crab.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you need. That's all you need.
But as I was gonna point out before I got interrupted by the Silicone in the mid lane, Kayn, me, is rocking the Conqueror and Red Smite, so probably going for that Rost build. Rost.
I think I've seen actually Blue Canes go Conqueror. I feel like it's kind of troll. But...
yeah, we'll see what happens. It could also be like you get like the Muramana.
Oh my gosh! Lane, down the Phantom could be in trouble. Oh, flash out of the queue. I don't know if you needed to do that, but
also did not think Drown the Phantom still had flash. Kind of surprised to see that coming out, anyways.
Yeah, I don't really know. Either way. Flash blown in the mid lane for Drown the Phantom. Good job there.
It's a very vulnerable Malzahar now.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially being solo killed already, down 14. Like, this Malzahar is not having a good time in this lane. But Num Nums seems to be having a decent time here. The wave's going to be pushing away from him, though. No junglers at all in this top side, and the first dragon of the game has spawned. And it is going to be the Infernal Dragon. So we know there's going to be some early action there. Blue's going to get spotted on this ward down in the bottom side. So my team knows what the vibe is.
Being a little bit up still, but it should be hard for Valver to pull this off, I think, at least. Especially with the Vayne Condemn.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, Flash Q is enough to get, the CC, and then you can follow it up with the Ashe and the Maokai, but it's hard to get onto the Vayne.
Ooh. Barely missing the Spirit Grab coming up from Num Nums, but otherwise, pretty stable game. Taking a look at our lanes, CS leads, most lanes are pretty even except for on the mid lane. Over a 2-wave lead for Egyptian Brens.
Yeah, and I mean that just comes off the back of able to find that solo kill early, and just kind of punish this Malzahar, who now doesn't have flash, but with the bottom lane priority for Super Best Friends Club, they're gonna be turning their sights onto this dragon. Me is here, but Me has to run.
Me is
Could
on
be in
Vision.
trouble. Yeah, on Vision, but Drown of Phantom is still level 5, so they can't actually look for anything, but it might go anyway. Who knows?
A little bit of stability for the moment.
Early Dragon over to the club, but they are down about 1,000 gold, so obviously Goldie's still in favor.
Ooh.
There's the condemn comes through, stun, and the flash from Sign was taken, and Megalithon is gonna go down from that brand passive there.
That was
Nice
a max
play coming through.
That was a max range condemn. I did not think that was about a stun.
I didn't either. Nonetheless, a nice play coming through from the MIT bottom lane. Catching the Ashe out a little bit.
Ooh, Crow Theo taking such a beating.
Yes. And I mean, this is what I talked about in the early game, right? Is if this Mordekaiser is not able to get ahead early, it's going to be really, really hard to play in this game at all, because Alawi is just going to be able to run you down in the side lane and be super effective. So
I saw one of like the fake league TikToks where they're like it's always like crazy situations.
yeah.
I saw one today and it was like do not allow this Mordekaiser build to be built. No. And it was a full healing Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser is healing 2k off the W.
I did see that as well. Oh wait, Me is gonna get stunned up here. We'll find the Gromp.
Down in levels.
2v2 in this top lane. Blue is level 6, so does have the Stormbringer. They could just dive, honestly. They could just dive. They don't want to, I guess.
Don't want to. Playing it safe.
Crow is gonna have to lose an entire wave here. Look at how far Crow has to go back. Free time for Num Nums on the tower, and no TP either from Crow, so Num Num's gonna have a lot of free time here and gonna deny CS and resources. Grab that second plate in the top lane. And despite that, the gold, is still increasing in favor of MIT.
I mean, the mid lane CS difference has only grown. Double CS for Brent in the mid lane. And I mean, off of that early play, it's just so much pressure that's being able to push out. And now, with the push that Brent has been able to get, just gets the free roams into the lane while Malzahar is pushed onto the turret.
Yeah, so definitely good for MIT in this mid lane here. They're feeling good. They have full priority. They can basically do whatever they want right now, so that's definitely nice to see. If you are an MIT fan as me, looking for Drown the Phantom in the mid lane, Spell Shield popped as Egyptian Brent spinning, swinging in. Drown the Phantom is going to go down. Jumbo Trespass comes through, but the flash onto Me, and Me is going to fall there. Now Egyptian Brent has to run to the hills, but he takes the swing back into 2.
Oh, but the Volibear Q wore off.
Oh, but
or yes, didn't have it, actually. I don't think.
Not there. It was used on Drown the Phantom.
Yep.
Brent's able to get out there, but that was a really scary situation that could have turned bad quickly.
Yeah, very scary for sure. And I mean, that they committed so hard without having any vision around the top side, so a little bit ballsy from them, but made it work.
Brent's is so strong right now that I think they're able to make those decisions, make those plays, just because of how strong he actually is. And we do have to keep in mind what this transformation for Kayn is gonna look like. You know what I mean? Has been ganking this Malzahar a decent bit. And for those of you that don't know, when Kayn hits ranged champions, they have he gets progress towards transforming into blue Kayn. So not quite what they want to go for. or at least what we think they want to go for, but
Yeah.
we have been wrong before. Shelly spawned up in this top lane as Nums and Blue are here. Protheo is alone at the top, but here we go into the Death Realm, and it was buffered correctly. It looks like as Protheo is in trouble, but wait a minute, Nums is gonna go down. Doesn't flash in time, and Crow's gonna find the first kill in the 1v2. Renz is now here for the party as Blue's gonna stun him, but I think this is just an absolute dub for MIT in the bottom lane. Me diving under the tower. Prince Sticks 1 HP, tumbles away and will surprise and will survive. And the tower top lane will also survive.
Survive and also surprises. I was not really expecting to see that outcome there, but you know what? Good plays across the board for MIT.
Absolutely, MIT extending their big B gold advantage to almost 3,000 at a little under 11.5 minutes. So definitely in the driver's seat in this game, and off the back of big action play by Egyptian Brenz.
Big action play for sure. But at the end of the day, I think regardless of this, he's a little careful there, but
Here we go. Maybe it has to be yeah. He's in trouble here.
The swing went back in.
Oh, Nature's Grasp, he got swung back in as he's very low. Has to flash away to safety, but the Nether's Grasp now is going to catch me, but not enough damage to take him down as Prince Six going to find Frown Power looking for Blue on the back side. He's tumbling, he's running. Shield comes through, but I don't think there's enough damage here from the Vayne with only the, what is this item called? Noon Quiver.
Yeah. I'm what? Oh my gosh! If
that was crazy. Me, not you, him. Gonna get stunned up. Ignite gonna go onto Blue though, as the ultimate from Brand comes down. That did literally 0 damage.
Zero damage indeed, and I mean, ignoring the miraculous 1 HP escape from Brenz and Prince Sticks from Asher in the mid lane, I think it's a little bit worrying seeing the constant flips off the walls the wrong direction from Brenz, because that's how you die as Akshan. That's a large distance that you're going into the enemy most of the time. And once Strawn the Phantom and Blue get stronger and have that hard CC on lock right there, it's going to be a little difficult. But now, MIT trying to poke their head around this dragon as Super Best Friends Club already on it, and it looks like they're getting scared off of it.
Yeah, the MIT, you know, fronting just enough. Bren's off the side. Oh, wait, look at Nums here looking for this 1v2. Sign was taken, is taken pretty low. As one more auto should be enough, but the condemn is true. Ultimate from Nums hits no one. Prince Sticks autoing minions. As the damage comes through, the tentacles slap down, and Nums finds 1 kill there. Zero Trespass now will secure the kill onto Nums, but Bren's now in trouble, and Enchanted Arrow is going to find the Marcus.
You can't walk.
In the top lane, John the Phantom using the Nether's Grasp in the Death Realm, and this should be a W for Crotheo. I would have to imagine this 1v3 in the mid lane. Brenz, an absolute madman, is gonna find that, and it is just a dub across the map for MIT.
Brenz, what are you doing? That was crazy. I mean, we didn't even see most of it, but. Talking about the bot lane before Brenz real quick, we got to see a glimpse of how good that this Vayne can be into the Alawi, but then we also saw what happens when the Alawi's already fed. And you know what? The Alawi can still kill the Vayne even if Vayne plays well, except for, you know, the auto into the minion, but regardless of that.
First tower for MIT will drop in this mid lane. Gold is just getting funneled into this action, and that gets very, very scary to play against. Oh, Brent's jumping in, trying to get onto Frown Power. Dragon is going to be secured by MIT, and the Cloud wins Quicken on the Rift.
Cloud wins Quicken, and I mean, for both these teams, they have a lot of impactful ults, but I'd say especially for Super Best Friends Club, they would really benefit from all that ult.
Sinus taken is about to get wrecked. Yeah, I got destroyed. Got hit with that soul from Alawi, taking so much damage back. And you can even see just how has to dodge out of these tentacles. It is so painful when you get hit by this Alawi E. So definitely got to keep that in mind. But Num Num's not having an issue 1v2ing in this bottom lane. I'm sure he can, find a 1v2 at ease if need be.
Yeah, it just seems to be. Oh,
Uh-oh. Sticks got hit
this
with
soul
it.
grab. Oh my.
Coming through, condemn into the wall as Brandon's going to look onto Megalodon, dodges out of the Enchanted Cross arrow, and we'll find another solo kill there, but Num Num's going in.
The arrow!
Oh, the arrow!
No
No
way.
way.
Tentacle.
No way. No way did that just happen. There is absolutely no way.
Was that intended for the bot lane? Was that why?
No way.
Was that why Megalodon got killed?
How is it intended for the bot lane, dude? He's getting action on his face.
Yeah, but it could have been getting action while ignoring what's happening on himself.
Num Num's gonna go
doesn't
down
matter.
here and
They're back.
Gonna get the double revive, but so for those who didn't, for those who don't know what exactly we're talking about right now, Megalodon was in the mid lane, got jumped on by Brenz, threw the ultimate but missed Brenz, and then the ultimate ended up hitting Sticks in the bottom lane, stunning him, and then the tentacle came down from Alawi. One of the spawned tentacles came down from Alawi and killed him, and then Nums was able to find the 1v2.
This is a little risky.
Here we go.
Oh, are they just allowed to do it?
Wow.
Oh.
Super Best Friends Club gets away with robbery there.
Protheo had the ult.
Able to secure away that Rift Herald, and 14-5 now. About a 5k Big B gold advantage in favor of Monkeys in Training on this 8-0-1 action. So scary.
You know, I don't often have a lot of insights into like the draft. It's a little hard to predict, and maybe little more unpredictable in this league, but I think it's safe to say that we should see an Akshan coming out from Super Best Friends Club next game. Win or loss.
I mean, I think so. It's just interesting because it seemed like, the Akshan shouldn't have even gotten the first kill. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't think it's like
the
an
flash
issue.
was up. Yeah,
like it's like one of those situations where it's like, yeah, this guy took over the game, but he took over the game because I trolled, right?
But then, is it always worth the risk to like do the salty run back if you just believe? Well, because
this is not, dude. Bren's going in onto Num Nums here.
Standing melee.
Oh my gosh! But okay, well they traded 1-for-1, but absolutely you take that if you're Super Best Friends Club, because that is a 1k in the pockets of Alawi. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Also, Num Nums was just, Brenz was just standing melee range into the Alawi, and if you're a ranged champion, that's not usually the strategy that you opt to take. So just for people watching, use your range. If you're a ranged champion.
Little tips and tricks from Ryan.
Don't hug the enemy. Don't hug the enemy.
Don't hug the enemy, indeed. But I mean, that was so greedy coming out from Egyptian friends. That's not a play you should take. I mean, you save the turret for a moment, yes, but at the end of the day, you're giving away so much gold.
And look at that. Num Num's completing the Silver Mirror Dawn. Those of you who are not avid item enthusiasts, that is the Bruiser QSS item. Nums does have that QSS now on lock, ready for act. Except for action, doesn't have it, CC ability. But nonetheless, 2 items on Brenz, on the action, and they're looking for a 3-man play onto Nums. Here we go. Nums looking for it. Does not have the ultimate yet. Me is going in. Misses the knockups. He's gonna be getting his soul taken. Condemn onto the wall. It's gonna be the stun coming through, and the ult comes through now from Num Nums. Umbo Trespass is true. But the shutdown will come back over, and me still will fall from those tentacles. And Num Nums has picked up 2 shutdowns in the past, 2 minutes.
This is
and the rest of the team pushing mid.
Over.
Rest of the team pushing mid. Dragon's gonna go over to MIT, but Super Best Friends Club's gonna break open the mid lane and still have the Herald if they want to do something else, something elsewhere.
Looks like they're making a rotation up top. Mordekaiser are intelligently backing off. Knows they're a bit too far pushed forward. No blue buff steal also. Coming out from blue in the gang.
3K gold lead. No,
Rift
it
Herald.
has, shrunk up. Yeah, blue
Rift
has
Herald.
to spawn the
15
Rift
seconds
Herald.
left.
Wait a minute, blue's gonna walk into Brent's here. If blue dies, this is gonna be Rift Herald wasted. We'll just have to burn the flash to get away from that condemn, as well as the heal from Megalithon. And I think MIT can just go for the Baron here.
And Rift Herald, last second spawn into the red quadrant. But this
Baron
is
is
so
melting
quick.
so fast, man. As the Baron is gonna be secured by me. My smites are crazy. Friends looking for John the Phantom in this top lane, swinging in.
Oh,
John the Phantom flashing away. Here comes the Uppins.
the Uppins is true.
The Uppins is true indeed, and Brenz is gonna find another solo kill on Drown the Phantom. Bot lane tower is gonna fall in favor of Super Best Friends Club. The gold lead has now increased, and it's almost 4K in favor of MIT right now. Blue
Me?
running, gonna find me. Me could be in trouble here in the 1v2. Soul's gonna get taken. Tentacles are gonna be slamming.
Why would you ult?
The arrow is gonna be hitting, as me has to run for the hills, but is living for the time being. Stun onto Nums.
Actually.
Wow.
With the soul
and
taken, I
me-
think they had to ult, but that was risky.
Me staying alive, just barely there.
But like we talked about in the pregame, it doesn't much matter how the rest of the team is doing because Alawi with these early kills is taking so much pressure. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and friends. Do we see the Uppins again? No, we just see the swing under the tower. And Megalithon is going to go down too. And I mean, at this point, who can stop this guy? But wait a minute. In the top lane we go. Crow into the death realm with the Drown the Phantom. Nice job there. I mean, that was just unlucky. Nether's Grasp popped before the Q. And it's just easy. I mean, it's just easy.
Blue on the flank,
Crow,
but
yo.
doesn't go for it. And Crow making it happen up in the top lane.
Absolutely making it happen. Crow gonna find this tier 2 tower. I'm gonna break open, give MIT the tower lead in this game. Now a 6K Big B Gold advantage. Tentacles Arrow is gonna land onto Crow, stunned under the tower. But Crow does not seem to care that much about this. Health bars are low as Megaphon's running down though. Running the Rubble Num Nums now with the flash. Tentacle coming down, and that's a 700 in the pockets of the Numster. And that's that's the third shutdown, I believe, that we're seeing.
Yeah, and with that shutdown and how much farm the Numster has, Numster, most fed person in the game, even has more gold than the Akshan.
There you go. Is that true? How is that
Yeah.
happen?
I mean,
Wow,
a lot of farm.
Uh-oh.
1,700 in shutdowns.
MIT has to be careful here. The flash comes through from Frown Power. Brenz is gonna fall, but the shutdown goes over to the support. Drown the Phantom gonna go down here as Prince Six trying to make the hero play, finding one, finding two. Num Nums and Blue trying to find the damage. A shield blow is pop dodging out. Oh baby, it's the Prince Stick show. As the bottom lane for MIT complete the 2v4. That's a 5 for 2. And the TP is coming back in from Crow.
They should be able to get an inhib and could rotate over for the top one too. Don't have forever, but Dragon also spawning. Drown the Phantom pinging it, so they're looking. We'll see how they choose to move after this, but opt to just peel off and walk towards the Dragon.
Yeah, it should just be a free Dragon coming through for MIT here. As they're going to be able to set up quicker. Blue buff steal away by Prince Six. The Vayne I think it's safe to say the Vayne has come online.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy to say that in seeing the Vayne only had 2 items. See, back in my day, Vayne needed 4 items before she did anything.
But I think I really do like the power spike with the Gwynsu's and the shield bow. It feels really, really good just to be able to get those autos quickly. Frown Power and me gonna find each other here, and I don't know if you want this
support
Frown Power.
Maokai.
He is not the best. Yeah, the Gwynsu shield bow combination is very good, but Prince Six now wants some action. Ignite or Exhaust. I don't think it's gonna do anything there, as Prince Six gonna go unstoppable in the Dragon, secured by MIT as well. Super Minions pushing into this mid lane as I think MIT could look bot here. What's gonna get taken? Num Nums. Going for it. Oh, you see the damage coming through and sticks. That shield bow coming in so clutch, able to
Oh,
save
so
the
much damage.
main. Yeah, Num Num's doing so much there, and I'd imagine so MIT is not gonna, push the wave bot lane. Instead, gonna take away the jungle camps. And Crow still relentless on this top lane. Drown the Phantom, Nether
Oh my,
Scrap under the
that's so
tower.
aggressive.
This is pretty obnoxious here from Crow Theo. Gonna take blue into the death realm, but will just go down as me now. Jenicus Arrow is gonna find the mark there, but the kill comes back through Egyptian. Bren's gonna finally revive onto 2. It's a double kill now for the Akshan, a triple kill now for the Akshan. Megathon is the last member standing, and that's gonna be an absolute quadra kill there for Egyptian. Bren's so much time left on everyone but Num Nums, who's up now. Can Num Nums have the heroics here? We'll have to see.
Or will this be the pentakill?
This could be a pentakill for Egyptian Brenz. It looks like it could be. Swings are flying.
Is that it?
It is. Come on, give it to him.
There we go.
The kill for Egyptian Brenz, and MIT going to be able to take this game 1 in commanding fashion despite Num Num's efforts here.
And I mean, we saw obviously a lot of good sign barely lives, but we saw a lot of good games coming out from Super Best Friends Club last week, and I only hope that they are able to bounce back and give us some of that light again.
Yeah, for I mean, there's still a lot of light in this Super Best Friends Club team, right? And you have to imagine, like, we talked about it a little bit, is like, okay, well, the Action, it happened because we trolled, right?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like we just got rolled over by the Action. Like, you kind of think, okay, well, maybe we don't have to ban the Action because I made a mistake, and that's why he was able to take over. So we'll have to see as we move into game number 2. But we're gonna take a short break before the pick ban, so these players can rest for a second. But we'll be right back. And we are back for the pick ban of game number 2 between the Super Best Friends Club and Monkeys in Training. MIT taking game 1 in pretty commanding fashion, I would say. And, we're into the draft already. And just like you said, Super Best Friends Club going to be taking away that action from last game.
Yeah, very needed. I mean, even though you said it wasn't because the pick itself, it was because they died when they shouldn't to the pick, but still, I think it's the right choice. I am a little bit surprised to see the brand banned away. I mean, I guess MIT did prioritize it super heavily in the first rotation, but I didn't think it was the issue.
But it leaves open Yon and Lux for MIT here, so...
It does.
Oh,
It
okay. Well,
only leaves open Yon, actually.
From Super Best Friends Club is going to be that Lux. So probably for Num Nums in the mid lane, I would have to imagine, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, as Ryan just did mention a little bit there, we did have a little bit of a roster switch up for the Super Best Friends Club. We have Nums going into the mid lane, and we have Nap rounding out the top lane.
Yes, so a little bit of a switch up there, and the 2 picks that weren't banned out in this game, that were banned out in the last game, have been taken off the table. Yon for MIT has been locked in, and I think this is also a Bren's Classic.
Yeah, I would think so. I would hope so. Maybe Theo pulls it out on the top lane, but nope. It is the Bren's Classic. It is their most played champion in ranked by 40 games.
There you go. So a little bit of comfort there for the mid laner of MIT, and Nami going to be picked up by MIT there. So this champion is pretty good, I would say. I think this is very strong support if you're going to play the Enchanter. Nami is super good, can buff up the AD carries, can have some healing action, bubble. So paired up with the Lucian is very, very effective and potent. But we're gonna get Alawi locked in again for the club, and with Num Nums being swapped to mid, it could be this could actually be the Alawi mid, but we'll have to see.
I would think so. I usually Alawi's not a champion that non-mains tend to play, so I would definitely see it going to the mid lane. Let me see the Mordekaiser locked in, so maybe MIT doesn't agree with me.
Yeah, and this is really weird because I think the Mordekaiser just got smashed by Alawi in game number 1, so I'm not really sure what exactly they're thinking. I mean, maybe it's kind of the same where it's like, well, it's not a champion matchup, but it was like misplay by the player. So
yeah, could certainly be the case. And now into our second phase of bans, we're seeing Xin Zhao banned away because we don't have any junglers locked in this first rotation this game. But Anivia is still similarly banned away like last game. But now Vex instead of the Xayah, because Xayah was locked in.
Yeah, and we saw Megalithon do a lot of work on this Xayah in the gauntlet, played it pretty proficiently, and with this lethality Xayah build coming back into the meta, paired up with Lux, it seems pretty annoying to play against. I mean, there's a lot of poke there, you have a lot of lockdown, and I could see this being trouble for MIT, saving their last pick for ADC, which is something you don't usually see.
It could be the Yone ADC.
Good, I guess. Who knows?
We just don't know.
Echo lock-in for MIT at their 4th pick, and Diana. And this is, I said this in game 1, is that, Diana or Blue wants to play these big champions, like the Diana, like the, what else? He played one more thing in the gauntlet, but I don't remember what it was. But
wait, didn't we only see 2 games?
Oh wait, was it Diana and Volibear? I think it was actually.
Yeah, because there were 2 FFs that
This
night.
is a crazy roster.
That's a word for it.
Have crazy, but set the last pick for a Super Best Friends Club, and now this is leading me to believe maybe set support, and then Lux mid Alawi top, or it could be Lux support Alawi mid set top. Last pick, last pick for MIT is going to be the Jinx locked in here. So, not sure about the Jinx. I mean, it's fine, I think, but, A lot of the times you want to pair up the Nami with the Lucian, if possible.
Yeah, and I think this game it would have been all right. And more than anything, I'm just curious to see where Super Best Friend Clubs puts all these people.
Yeah, definitely, because there's still a few options. Only time will tell, and we got nothing but time here. So,
And Echo also has a lot of time because he has this little.
wait, crazy dude, we got Jinx and Echo both from
Oh my
Arcane
gosh.
on the same teams, bitter rivals coming together for a common good. And that's what League of Legends is all about.
Yeah. It's all that League of Legends is about, Arcane.
He said, yeah.
And not the
okay.
backwards. Not Arcane being all about League of Legends, but
No, dude, what I mean is that
I know what you're
enemies coming together for the common good is what League of Legends is about, okay? Not Arcane, because League of Legends is about Arcane, okay?
League of Legends is about Arcane.
Yes.
Okay.
That might be true. Okay, set locked in top for a nap.
Make me want to take a nap with going set top. And this is gonna confuse MIT a little bit because obviously they picked the Mordekaiser to counter the Alawi, but Crotio going up against.
But wait, what if they trade? They could trade, like normal people, in the actual client where they're able to trade until 20 seconds, and they're not.
Some leagues don't like that.
Champion that they did lock in, so that could be what we see here. I mean, there's a lot of mind games coming on from MIT
Some leagues
right
don't
now.
like that though. Don't forget, you might not be able to swap.
Yeah,
like,
so you just always have to be
seconds.
careful. You just have to be careful.
Always.
You don't want to make that mistake.
But
either way, Alawi locked into the mid lane, and it's looking like this is gonna be the Numster Alawi in the mid lane up against the Bren's Yon. So the two pocket picks for these mid laners coming out, and we'll see who's able to get the best of them.
Yeah, we'll see how it works out for both of these laners, and I think Bren's will have a little bit tougher of a matchup against Nums, especially with the good performance put on last game. But I am going to be curious to see how Nums actually adjusts their playstyle for this game. Because being mid, it's a lot harder to just be that split push 1v9, especially when you have the set. I mean, set could group, you guys could effectively swap what you're doing later into the game, but especially in that early game, if you're going hull break your first item like you did last game, it's going to be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, but then that begs the question, are we going to just be seeing 131 from Super Best Friends Club in this game?
It's a great question. We could not. There's really no way to tell. I'm going to keep it real. We'll just have to see how it plays out getting into the game. And I'm about to throw up our vote.
Yes, we got our predictions coming in hot here. So make sure you get those in. Let us know who you got taking the dub in game number 2. Is MIT going to secure the sweep just like in week 1 of the season? Or the Super Best Friends Club have it in them, and are they going to push it to a game number 3? We'll see in a couple minutes, but we're going to take a break till we get onto the Rift. We are back onto the Rift for game number 2 of the quarterfinals between Monkeys in Training and Super Best Friends Club. Monkeys in Training on the red side this time. As Crow Theo taking the Mordekaiser in the top lane, me taking the Echo in the jungle, Egyptian Brenz taking the Yone in the mid lane, and Prince Sticks and Sign was taking rocking with the Jinx and the Nami in the bottom lane.
For the side of Super Best Friends Club, we have Set being piloted by Nap in the top lane, Blue busting out the Diana in the jungle, Num Nums bring the Alawi to the mid lane this time, and Megalithon and Frown Power running out the bot lane with Zaya and Luck. And Frown Power already being annoying by walking mid and throwing an E at the Echo.
And I mean, I talked about this in the select, but I do like the idea of the Zaya in the Lux lane, but not really too sure if I'm liking is seeing the lethal tempo on the Zaya.
I mean, hey, this is the same Zaya that we saw build the tier
That's true.
into the shield bow, but
That is true. You're right. Oh, I forgot about that. Brenz and Nuns going at it in this mid lane.
Misses
though. As Brenz using the ignite, gonna find this early solo kill onto Num Nums, but will not be able to.
Oh, if that Q lands, that's definitely a kill, but
it's a flash at least. But now look at the HP is just pretty rough. For Brenz in this mid lane, is Nap and Crow going at it again in this top lane. Nap turning back in. He said, "Yo, I want the smoke." Camera's coming down. Mates the flash away from Crow.
Nap has the flash, still could flash E.
With 1 HP, flash E, yes sir! As Nap gonna find the first blood for Super Best Friends.
And as people might be wondering why we're just seeing Naps now, wondering where they were last game. Well, before last game, they did not have the 10 ranked games in 3 weeks. So while last game was happening, they went and played that 10th, and now they're back here winning.
Crow is looking, oh my god, it's going to die again. Haymaker sweet spot is not enough to take down Crow. And yeah, look at the CS in this bottom lane. Just early at least. You know, we're seeing the power of this Lux poke. And Prince is having a hard time last hitting. You know, the wave's going to come in and they're going to be able to secure that. But either way, you know, it's still very, very hard to lane and dodge into the Lux abilities. They take up the entire lane, so.
This is something that I don't think is necessarily unique, but I just think it's really interesting to think about. So we see Bubble Land, not supposed to happen. But I feel like this doesn't happen often where both the bot laners for both teams are the only ranged people in the game and everyone else is melee. Like 6 melee top side, 4 melee bot side.
Yeah, and I guess, you know, that's what the lethality side would be pretty bad, but me into this bottom lane, Frown Power flashing away, but me's gonna follow it up. Exhaust on to Echo, and Num Nums and Brenz fighting in this mid lane again. I think Frown Power should go down eventually here as the E. Don't think it's enough, but the root might be. Num Nums walking over, and
Brenz didn't make the trip.
Somehow Frown Power lives after being chased down by the Echo. Num Nums has to be careful though. Ignite's almost back up from Brenz. Now, no action yet, as Megalithon still has to just farm in this bottom lane, but Nap and Crow Theo, Nap taking really low. Haymaker is still enough. No, I don't think it's gonna be. And Crow's gonna find a solo kill back, but wait a minute. The Alawi Prodigy has returned and is gonna find the solo kill in the mid lane.
Num Nums gets the kill in a different lane. I mean, foreign territory, sure, but making it work.
Yeah, okay, so me now. Oh, he misses from Num Nums, but there are some tentacles here, so you can't. Flash used a little bit preemptively there. I don't think Nums needed to actually flash, because I think me would have backed out. Tower is a little bit scary to dive at this early stage of the game. Nonetheless, flash burned from Num Nums, so gives Brenz an opportunity to perhaps get back in. And we're not going to be seeing Hullbreaker first this game. Bommy here. Be the first item
Ugh.
picked up for Num Num. Soul's gonna land again. Tentacles are gonna be slamming. And Bren's just like that, back to under half HP.
And not only is this different in the build order, but last game Nums went for the Trinity Force, so just a completely different mythic this game. Adapting to what the team might need.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it makes sense in this game a lot here. You know, Crow and Nap going at it again. Shield comes through. Where's the Haymaker? Look for it. Sweet spot. Not connecting. And now Nap has to run. Crow Theo. Definitely better off in this trade for the time being. Me is in the top lane as well. So Nap has to be extra careful. Ready. You know, giving up a solo kill after having the advantage in the lane is not really the best option. And, you know, Num Nums is 2 levels up on Brenz in this mid lane, so. But me is
That was
there.
almost a double bind.
Onto Sign was taken. Oh, the feather recall is not there, but in the mid lane, here we go. Num Nums versus the 2 members of the mid and jungle of MIT, and Num Nums looking for the solo kill. Yes, he's gonna find one back with that tentacle flam. And this looks like a completely different Super Best Friends Club team, but Nap and Crow going after it. Showstopper. Is it enough? Haymaker, sweet spot, finds the mark, but into the death room we go, and Crow is gonna find a solo kill there. And Brenz now has to be careful. One more tentacle would be able to take him down, but Dragon started up by Super Best Friends Club, and Crow's gonna have some free time on this top tower.
You talked about in the champ select that you were surprised with the Mordekaiser going back into the Alawi. Well, it doesn't matter. They chose the Mordekaiser just because they like the Mordekaiser, and popping off already. 2 solo kills. But me, you're 3 levels down. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, I mean, just the soul got taken, you know, almost instantly there. So, you know, obviously you need at least 2 people to take down Num Nums, and the scariest part is that this guy doesn't even have a full item completed yet. He just has a Vommy Cinder. So when these items start to come through, I mean, this is going to be very, very scary for MIT again.
Blue near the bot side snuck in while or after the control was cleared, so they don't know exactly.
Oh, double blind! Megathon flashing forward. Oh, flashed nicely. By Sign was taken, so no casualties for now, and just, you know, ADC traded for support flash. That's always gonna favor, you know, the team with the support who flashed. Nonetheless, a lot of members coming down into this bottom lane as Renz has made the roam down. Me is also in the area.
But now this game, I'm just trying to think of how MIT deals with this Alawi.
Yeah, it seems
Brenz obviously isn't doing it.
Going on to Brenz. Q3 hits, finds the knockups. Brenz is trying to get out, but wait a minute. You have to go back to the soul, and you're going to go right back into Num Nums, finding another solo kill, going on a killing spree here, and going back onto me. Soul's taken, uses that ultimate. What? And now me is in trouble. Has to flash away to safety as the soul has been taken and claimed at this point. Again, that's the second time. Look at the bottom lane, Prince. Getting CC chained up. He's going to be able to get out for the time being. But having to burn flash and ultimate is not ideal.
You don't have the vein this game to shred this Alawi into CC. You don't have much guaranteed hearts. You don't have any guaranteed hard CC.
Fine connects. Oh, they don't go for it yet. They're looking for a dive here. Featherstorm. Is it enough damage? Is the root's gonna come back?
The root, the bubble.
2 people, and the bubble is true. And just like that, Megalodon's gonna go down, and gold's gonna go back into MIT's pocket. But nonetheless, it was still a 1v or a 1 for 2 in favor of the Super Best Friends Club.
1 for 2. Good plays, and I mean, they're up in gold. They're 2.5k up, and Brenz is trying to find a way to be useful in this game. They cannot contest against the Alawi by themselves, and me doesn't cut it either.
Oh, Showstopper under the tower. Crow is to flash away. Nap looking to strike back in this top lane. But I'm just trying to wonder why MIT didn't ban out. Hold on, Nap going in. Does have the stun. Into the death room we go. Oh, he pulled him out of the queue. Okay, it doesn't matter. Crow still finding the solo kill despite pulling Nap out of that, mace smash. Nonetheless, 3 and 1 Mordekaiser in this top lane, up 8 CS. Look at the mid lane. 3 and 0 Alawi. Num is an absolute menace on this champ, and I'm surprised that MIT didn't ban this out. Again.
Yeah. I think it's kind of the same thing you were saying about why you weren't saying an Akshan ban was necessary, because I just believe they misplayed against it, but
But I mean,
Numnums is showing that they
Brown
didn't.
Power connecting with the binding. Megalithon has to, trying to move forward to get some more damage out. Prince Sticks could be in trouble here. The root comes through. One more. He's just taking the tower for fun. Why?
Me,
it's
hello?
Gonna be a 1-1 trade. It is me going into 3 members. Oh no, as Nap is gonna find a kill there.
Reset their gold though, so maybe that's good for Crow Theo.
It might be, but either way. Okay, Brown Power flashing away from the Fate Seal, but Bren's still looking for it. Flashing forward with the Ignite. Isn't enough damage.
Oh, the shield.
No, the shield is true from Frown Power, and the Super Best Friends Club support will stay alive for the time being as Numnum's looking for more. Flashing in. Q3 from Bren's going to get him out to safety, and a nice dodge there from that soul grab as Nap 2 levels down, trying to go on to Crow Theo here. Finds the sweet spot of the Haymaker, but you kind of need to take short trades, right? If you don't want to fight the Mordekaiser in extended trades because you're not gonna win. Dragon spawning in 10 seconds here. It's gonna be the Infernal. I think MIT can definitely play this. Looks like they're gonna do it on spawn. They have bot prio, so they should be able to.
Yep. Me hops onto it, but Yone just took a back and they have mid shove with the Rift Herald, so they are going to lose this mid tier 1, and if they're not careful they might lose the second as well.
Yeah, definitely tier 1's going down, and Nap has to be careful. Showstopper into the tower again. No flash for Crow Theo this time. Wait a minute. Crow Theo 1 HP, gets out of the tower, but Nap still has the flash. Can follow through, can continue on this play. Flash, Face Breaker. And that's gonna be it. Nap is gonna find another solo kill, and maybe it wasn't good to give, maybe the gold reset wasn't worth for Crow Theo.
Yeah, he's getting a little too strong.
He coming in. Frown Power gonna find the root. Super Mega Death Rocket connects onto Frown Power as he does have to be careful. It's taken pretty low, but the damage from Megalithon forces out the Chrono Shift. Or Chrono Break rather, but Featherstorm coming in. 2-man root! Is the damage enough for the minions? Frown Power is gonna make sure that it's enough with that Lux E. Very nice job there.
MIT kind of just falling apart in this one.
I don't know what's happened. I mean, this is like it looks like a completely different team than we saw in game number 1.
Yeah, for both of these squads, Super Best Friends Club playing with so much more decisiveness, and they are just making their individual plays well. And MIT making a lot of mistakes and not making anything happen, going for these overzealous plays and just losing so much across the map.
Yeah, and then with that tier 2 mid lane tower falling as well here, the big B gold advantage extends to 5.4k at just under 14 minutes. Soul Laners from Super Best Friends Club are putting out this game.
They are showing up indeed, and I don't think it gets much easier. These solo laners from Super Best Friends Club get so tanky, but the ult.
Death Realm, Nap, trying to run. Haymaker, sweet spot, does find the mark, and he's just out of the tower range. This is very nice from Crow. Does he have the damage to follow? Trying to go into the tower, and yes, he will find that 450 gold shutdown, but Num's lurking.
Num's in the area.
Smelling blood as a root connects, and this could be just dead Prince Sticks here. It looks like it is. Bren's going in. Fate sealed onto 2 members. His power could go down here. Megalithon also going to go down. And Blue going to find Sign was taken as well. So,
wait. Crow Theo's doing good work.
And look at Crow in the...
Good work!
Oh my gosh, Crow finds the kill and the shutdown onto Numnums. And just like that, MIT comes back in.
The little brothers handed back over the keyboards. They said, "Okay, we played enough, and now MIT stepping up, making the plays happen across the board.
Oh my gosh. I was so
Uh-oh.
stunned. Uh-oh. Crow. Getting pulled back under the tower.
This is still
Nap.
doable.
No stopper. Coming through.
Maybe
Isolated
not super
Qs are
doable.
finding the mark, but Nap is going to find the solo kill there, and Brun's going to be shoving in on this bot side. Should be able to get some tower damage coming through, and, you know, getting 2 kills on this Yone is very nice, you know, especially for MIT, because you got put behind pretty hard early, and, you know, it's not really a good matchup to play into the Alawi.
No, not really, but we'll see how these teams can develop. I mean, Dragon spawning in 90 seconds. Towers in favor of Super Best Friends Club.
Still a
So now
3k Big B gold advantage.
we'll see how this plays out. Big cooldowns will be up for this dragon, except for either TP from the top laners or Nums, really. Any TP. No TP will be up, so people will have to be there, but with the hull breaker for Nap, probably doesn't want to join, but Prince
Oh,
Sticks.
Prince Sticks gonna get caught here and should just get one-shotted. Yeah, as Blue's gonna find the kill. A little bit of a misplay there as Super's Friends Club walking into the MIT jungle just with no regard for humanity at all. Crow get rooted up in the 1v3. Soul's gonna get taken away. Has to flash away to safety as the Titler's gonna hit onto 2. They have to run though. MIT is outnumbered in this situation as Me is still in this top or in this mid lane. Your AD carry is dead.
I'm surprised this wasn't an ult from Crow Theo onto Diana or the Lux.
Yeah, I mean, you think you would have been able to get one back.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, yes, run for the hill, chrono break. Oh.
Me is so weak.
He is so weak right now. Only the protocol, not even tier 2 boost completed. Prince 6 is back. Has the has the Kraken, and you know, I do like the idea of going for that rapid fire this game just because
He's like the range.
Yeah, everyone is melee. Phantom Dancer is also pretty good in this situation. I think a lot of... Wait a minute. This is an insane flank here from Brenz. They can find it. Num Num pass the flash away. 2-man stun coming through from Me. Flashing in. Oh, they found Frown Power. Frown Power is going to be died, but watch Num Num's in this team fight. Is he going to be enough?
Prince
no,
Sticks.
He's just going to die. Blue is going to fall in. Look at Prince Sticks. Look at the Jinx. Go. Megalithon trying to find the damage. Featherstorm. Does Prince Sticks have what it takes? No.
Brenz is still here. Full health.
Brenz full HP. Has the double buffs. No heal or no ulti though. But Nap should just be able to take him down, I think. Megalithon. Oh, knocked up is nice there. And the shutdown comes through onto Brenz, but they cannot fight Nap, I don't think. I don't think he can fight the set. Does it? The whole breaker completed. And either way, it is a 4 for 3 in favor of MIT. So they continue to close the gap. And the Big B gold advantage now under 3K. About 2.4.
And it looks like with the teleport coming in from
Theo, MIT wants it, wants this dragon. Want to take this dragon advantage, and look at Nap trying to find an angle on the flank, but no Megalithon for Super Best Friends Club. Final
Too
spark,
early.
doesn't find it. Bren's now going over the wall onto Frown Power. Frown Power flashing away with the exhaust. Is it enough to save him? Brenz has to go back to the shadow. Frown Power will live for the time being, but Super Mega Death Rocket, whoa. Not in the right direction there. But just threw it blindly, so. It's crazy to me how weak this Jinx actually is.
Yeah. Definitely is a little surprising. But
I mean, oh man, Crow.
This is a little ambitious.
Well, this is a little bit crazy, guys. Let's relax here.
Dude, it's so okay, let me take a look real quick. Alawi E max rank, it transfers 61% of the damage over from the clone to the actual person. Yeah. That's so much damage. And I mean, this is with a full tank build.
Yeah. Yeah, full tank.
I mean, most tank, I guess.
Titanic and the Frostfire completed there. And, you know, does have the steel shoes. But, you know, just... It's almost like it's a lock-on ability at this point. I mean, almost just hitting every single one. So, final spark. Poke. Fun. Why not?
Well, things to look out for in the coming minutes. We have the Rift Herald gonna be dropped in the top lane right here. Yeah, dropped in the top lane, but we're still locked mid. But the top tower is gonna die. But it doesn't want us to see it. There we go. We have the top lane.
Top tower's
It
1
died
HP
off
anyway.
screen.
They didn't even need it. They didn't even need the Rift Herald. They're just dropping it for fun. But ground power?
Because they have it.
Yeah, and 3 members strong in this mid lane for MIT. They could just take the tower.
Me is gonna die.
Whoa, wait, me has the ultimate, but just gonna run instead. I mean, he's running to the team, so it could be okay. Crescent Strike lands as Blue is proto belting forward.
All puts him in a bad way.
Oh, Nums does not get the soul take, and now Num's gonna be caught in the 1v4. Root comes down onto Crowtheo, but Prince 6
That's
has
a
to flash
good
away.
ult
Prince
from
6 is
Crowtheo.
autoing minions, but it's okay. They're autoing wards rather.
No,
Almost went
Crowtheo.
down because of it.
Crowtheo ulted Num Nums. So Num Nums lost all of the tentacles.
Oh, Crowtheo doing so much damage. Super Mega Death Rocket's gonna find the kill onto Frown Powers, and it's time to get excited. Look at the bottom lane though, as Megalithon, gets hit with the Zap, Featherstorm. It is enough. Me lives. Oh my gosh. 1 HP lives as well. This is crazy, man. 3 for 0 in favor of MIT. This mid lane tower is gonna fall as well. They might be able to go for more.
They should be able to
Blue
get
on
the
the
second.
side.
But Bren's and Nap.
Going in. Soul comes through. Facebreaker. Oh, nice dodge. But he's still in the tower. What are you doing?
Oh. And just when I thought gold would be equalized by the mid turret, giant shutdown given over from the Yone to the set.
950. That's a tilter, dude.
Yeah.
Just back out of the tower. There's literally no rush.
Except it was so weird because the Yone also started the E within the turret.
Did it? I didn't see.
Yeah,
I thought it was out.
I at least think the E was started within the turret, and I mean,
Okay.
that was not the best dive anyways. You're diving a set.
Yeah, it's quite hard to dive a set for those of you that don't know, but either way, I mean, less than a 1k Big B gold advantage for Super Best Friends Club, and that has shrunk significantly in the past couple minutes. Dragon in 1. Potential soul point for MIT. Yeah, this is... We're really seeing how MIT is able to play from behind in this game.
MIT coming back in good form, and I mean, just turn on the Jets in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, and going for more. Double knockup coming through, trying to find some damage onto Blue. Tidal Wave gonna find the knockups onto 1. Oh, Q3 doesn't land.
Deson?
Super Mega Death Rocket? Oh no. Now Nap in trouble. Showstopper.
Oh, this should be the allowed death.
Yeah, wait. This is so bad. Dumbo CPing into 4 members. Misses the ultimate too. Chrono Break for good measure. Ren's flashing forward. Double kill comes through now. What else can they find? Megathon gonna use the Feather Storm. Blade Color doesn't... Wait, what?
Yeah, I did not know how that Yone got rooted.
Some feathers from downtown was able to find the route onto Bren's there, but take a look. The top of your screen, Big B gold advantage, 1k back in favor of MIT. They have pulled and clawed this game back. They're going to be taking this soul point dragon right now. They're going to be on this cloud soul point unless... Oh no, Frown Power walks in and this is just going to get one-shotted there. So MIT now.
Soul point.
In the driver's seat, and this Yone that looked so bad in the early game has picked up 8 kills and is now 23 CS up on Num in this mid lane. But bro, looking for a 1v2 into the death realm onto Blue, misses that Q. Moonfall.
Oh my gosh, so much damage.
Of damage, and Crow's gonna have to flash over the wall. Crescent Strike hits. Is it enough? No. As Crow is able to get out with their lives there. Didn't think that was gonna happen, but Bren's looking for some. Gonna find the Q3 onto Nap. A lot of damage comes through as a Haymaker is gonna find the sweet spot. Baron is up.
A little low from the solo laners, so they have a little bit of Nami healing, but need to be a little bit wary. Alawi doesn't have the teleport, it's in the bot lane.
Oh, Crow face checking in. Oh, but the Haymaker doesn't hit anyone. But it's going to be a trade one right now. Fate Sealed going to find one as Prince Stick's going to go down as well on the backside.
Prince Stick's out right up in there.
Nobody carries no top laners. Look at Nums. Pushing in the side lanes as Blue going in is going to find the assassination on Sign was taken, but will pay with his life. 2v2 now, as Frown Power is the only one for Super Best Friends Club in that area.
Nums will
Nums
get this inhib.
is just smacking away at the towers here. Frozen Power, oh, gonna cancel the,
Frozen power.
base, but, you know, it's gonna fall, pretty likely. But Nums, on the other side of the map, how much can this allow we get? At least one tower. Prince Sticks has now respawned. I don't know if... Okay.
Yeah. It's Crotheos being there is also enough to scare off the Alawi this time.
Yeah. If it was only Prince Sticks, I was gonna be like, wait a minute, guys.
2 towers for Num Nums at the cost of saving his team from having to defend against Baron. Now it's Dragon coming up into 30 or 245. Baron still up. Blue.
Blue looking for Brenz. The stun comes through and shut down 700. Back in the pockets here. Num Nums. Regressed on. Might look to go forward, but can't really. Numbers advantage in favor of Super Best Friends Club here, as unless Frown Power gets one-shotted. Hook comes back. Oh,
it was close.
Mark. Almost did get one-shotted, but they're... Oh!
Ulted from just a little bit too close right there. Nap barely dodges the bubble.
You gotta be careful. Nap has a showstopper.
So much CC.
Look at the damage coming through, though, as Crotheo's gonna find it. Num Num's in the death realm. We'll use that silver mirror or QSS, but a double kill for Crow, a triple kill for Crow, Featherstorm, Blade Caller. Doesn't find anyone yet. Prince Sticks taking the tower
for fun.
Does have the heal, though, and I think they might be able to end here. 30 seconds left on 3 members of Super Best Friends Club. The inhib is gonna go down, and they have a wave.
It's Megalithon and Frown Power.
And Frown Power for the time being. Crow tanking it up, rooted onto the tower. Oh, the snipe from Frown Power hitches Prince Sticks and repels MIT from this Nexus siege.
Me is still quite strong, though. Need to be careful. No proto bow up. No flash either. What the?
Oh, back in with the chrono break and find Megalithon. Frown Power is probably gonna go down here, but no, 3 members spawning. We'll see. Yeah, he will go down. But the rest of them, MIT has to run for the hills. Showstopper gonna find me. Me's gonna go down. Shut down 700. Oh! The Face Breaker does not find the mark, but Nap is too fast, I think. Tidal Wave? Oh my gosh, is he gonna get out of here? Brenz and Num Num going at it in this bottom lane.
No ultimate for Num Nums.
No ultimate, though. Fate Shield is available. Connects lethal. Oh my gosh, that was not even close.
No, not even close at all. The Death Stance and Shield Bow are putting in so much work, and without the ultimate, Nums can just not contest.
I mean, big credit to Brenz here, looking for it. Fate Shield onto Blue. Does he have the damage to one-shot? No, Blue's gonna go golden. And Nap running after the Yon. Level 16 on both of these guys. He's Dragon spawning in 26 seconds. Face Rick is gonna find the stun, but Brenz
dodges
it out of the Haymaker. Pretty nice. Blue now. Looking for it. Does he have
misses the E.
Yes, he does.
Or misses the Q.
Haymaker comes through. Shield Bow is doing so much damage. Megalithon. Triple kill for Brenz. Frown Power. Yeah, holy moly, man. It's an absolute smurf from Egyptian. Brenz here. 1v4 quadra kill. Let's not forget that in game 1 he had a penta.
Yeah, if Nums died just a little bit later, that could have been another penta coming out from Brenz.
Oh my lord, he is feeling himself.
This should be the game. Unless Nums 1v5.
Nums 1v5, down 3 levels, and they're going in. Fate Shield over the top, Tidal Wave for good measure, and does he have it?
Penta? I think this is late.
No, it's just the ace, but an unofficial, I mean, honestly, 6 straight kills, unofficial.
Yeah. Unofficial hexa-kill.
There, unofficial hexa-kill, and MIT is gonna take the series in 2-0 fashion.
I mean, I can't say it's clean. It wasn't. The early game was.
Oh, he clicked continue, and so his mic died. We'll give him a second. There it is. There he is. Welcome back.
What? My mic died? Hello?
If you click continue, it breaks your computer.
Bro, what the heck? But
yeah.
Anyways, we were saying, so I was saying Super Best Friends Club obviously had a good showing in the bracket, but this is unfortunately the end of their season. We have no losers bracket, but MIT continue on. And I think I actually should know we'll face. Actually, it's wait, it's undefined? Yeah, okay, yeah. GSG or BDE, depending on selection, I think. Or it'll be figured out next week. You guys will see a game next week. That's all that matters.
Yeah, there will be a game next week, and that's always a good sign. But that is going to do it for us today in Zero Gravity Gaming in the IBS division. MIT taking a 2-0 victory and taking out Super Best Friends Club, the Gauntlet winners, ending their playoff run. So unfortunate for them, but good season there. MIT, congratulations. You're moving on, and we'll be playing in the semifinals next week. We're going to head out, but you guys had a good time on the cast. Have a good week, and we'll see you guys next week for the semifinals.